Hi Leos, and this is your reading for July 2019 Love Monthly Forecast reading. This is for all those who have the sign of Leo in their sun, moon, and rising sign. This is Chrissy from In the Stars by Chrissy.com. And for starters, this is a general reading, just to remind you guys. And this will not be applying to every Leos out there. And if you'd like a more personal reading with me, just check out my website. Everything is on the description below this video. Anyway, let's get on with the reading. This is actually a very exciting reading. And even though it is showing us some form of difficult energies that you have experienced, and this is being shown by the Ten of Wands as your last card of the deck. This is carrying the energy that, you have been hard on yourself. Things have been quite on a difficult end for you, maybe in the past few months, or even maybe when the year has started, things have been already starting to feel on the low side. The Hermit, the card that representing your situation right now, this is about very spiritual, really. And the thing about the Hermit card is it's always about the past. And this is not me, forcing anyone to look in the past or anything. This is really what is being shown here to me. Because in the recent past, you do have the Three of Swords. And this is showing us that there has been a painful breakup in the recent past. If not a breakup, it could be just, sadness or disappointment, dissatisfaction. What is crossing over the Hermit card is the Four of Swords, and this combination can be somehow tricky because you're looking into the past, and maybe that person that you are seeking has been, giving you a silent treatment. The Four of Swords is not a very pleasing card. Sometimes the person blocks you, the person, it doesn't become so responsive to you anymore. So this is clearly giving us an idea as if there has been a breakup or some form of pause that has occurred in the relationship. And if you're single, then this could, just be reflecting upon the idea of maybe you're wanting to be in a relationship, wanting to find love, but at the same time, nothing is really happening, nothing is going on. And this is making you quite to have that emotional, situation here and there, especially recently. The recent past area is usually something being experienced literally by the past, or it could be something that you might just encounter. It's very much in between the present, the past, and the future. So I'm not really going to say when it will happen, since this is just general reading, but I'm telling it to you guys so you have an idea to what I'm talking about. Anyways, the foundation card here is the World. So I would say that maybe you are in love with a person that has been, everything for you. The World card is literally everything. It could be that you have loved someone, you have given every single thing, you've given all the love that you can give. And this can also manifest in a way that, when you love someone, you went all out to the point wherein you don't know how to find love again. You don't know how you can fall in love again. So you're having that, cycle of being all confused. But at the same time, it feels like you don't have a choice but to be alone and be alone. I know this does not sound very much Leo like, but it is what I'm saying here. So it is also possible that this is becoming a very specific reading for someone out there, probably not going to relate to a lot of Leos out there, but who knows? Your crowning energy is a page of swords, so a lot of questions are in your mind. And possibly in your future as well, there's a lot of questions going around, like a lot of what if. At the same time, maybe you are desiring the past, you wanted to rekindle the past because that is what the hermit is all about. Just like how the hermit wants to find the truth, it wants to, rekindle something. And this is especially true if you are in a soulmate relationship with someone, or you have that intense attraction with your twin flames and all that. So yeah, in your future though, you do have the Six of Swords, and this coming into your future is a good thing because it is telling us that the worst is over, and there is going to be movement in your life. If things have been in a pause for you, as if time had stand still, nothing is happening, you're now coming to a point of movement. And for me, this is very much ironic because we all know, astrology wise, that we do have a lot of retrogrades going on in the sky. So it will make you question, if everything is moving backward, if everything is all about reflection, why are things progressing? And yeah, it's a very ironic thing, but some things do happen in that kind of way and they have their own purpose. As they have said, things happen for a reason, and it could be fate, it could be a destiny of some kind. But whatever happens, I feel that, it is something that was meant to happen in the first place. You have the Strength card as your representing card here. And this is telling me that, if you have lost your light, you have lost your power, you're now entering the time wherein you are becoming more optimistic. You're gaining back your confidence. And yeah, it's a very positive card as well. So what I like about the Strength card is that, there is an image right there that you can see in this video about the lady here, as if taming the lion. And I really think that it is giving you a key point to what you can expect, whatever challenges you are going through, whether you're single, in a relationship, in a marriage, or whatever complicated situation that you're in. This is telling us that you have the capacity and power to really overcome whatever challenges that you are in. And especially for this month, you will realize this, even though you are a late bloomer or anything like that, there is a sense that you will feel as if you're alive this time around. Though there is definitely going to be some form of lesson that you need to understand. The external factors involved here are the Four of Pentacles. Whenever the Four of Pentacles comes up, this is telling us about, the energy of being selfish, the energy of being, holding too tight, being controlling, being very much possessive and all that. So maybe you need to learn a lesson in relation to that real love, or a relationship is built on trust, and it's not built with, the way how you control a person. This could be you, or this could be another person, but either way, it's playing an important role right here, since it is at the place wherein external factors are involved. So it's something that you need to keep in mind. Also, I feel that this is also representing a role wherein, you don't want to risk. It's like you want things to be safe to the point that is too safe. Something like that is kind of hard to explain. Sometimes when you're in a relationship and you want the other person to give out everything that I have, and your reason is because you hurt me, because I have trust issues. But that kind of personality and that kind of attitude is like, for me, is having its own negative connotation, because it's as if I won't be with you, I won't love you if you don't do this or if you don't do that. It has that kind of energy. So you need to keep that in mind, especially that you are being represented by the Strength card. So it's okay if you are, if you are loving them very much passionately, but if you're controlling their whole life, then you probably need to think again with certain things. Another way this can play out is probably that, someone cannot move on from you. That's why it's an external factor, because someone is holding tightly with their, whatever whatever they're feeling or hold on you. So it feels like it's a very mutual thing. So if you are linked to the past still, then, it's kind of telling us that that person is probably feeling the same way. Though, of course, ultimately, if the two of you are very much passionate, this is like, a Scorpio nature versus a Scorpio nature. One way or another, first it will feel good, feeling intense, feeling like everything is perfect, but then that energies are going to blow up sooner or later. So there is there's a need for you guys to draw boundaries, to balance things out. That is very important. In your hopes and fears, you do have the Knight of Swords, and this is a really good thing. This is if you're waiting for a message to come to you, if you're waiting on someone, this is like a green light signal that they are going to they're going to come into your life. You can expect them to have to to contact you or to be there for you. The Knight of Swords really represents communications of any kinds. And also it is that energy of pursuing things through your heart desire as well. And with the Six of Wands as your outcome card, this will be a very positive omen of some form of good news is going to, you know, come into the picture. Could be that person coming back to you, that kind of situation. Note that the Wands is a very Wands is all about struggle as well. So with the Six of Wands, this is telling us that you will achieve what you want. You will achieve your goals. You are to receive some form of positive situations that are going to unfold for me in your life. But with the Wands, it is telling us that you are going to receive this even though you are struggling, even though that things are, things have been very much hard to deal with. And I feel that, it is something that I needed to tell you guys, that regardless of what you're going through, regardless of the difficulty, there is a shed of light. There is a form of victory in place in your future. And the really good thing about this is that, it's telling me that if you are in an unsettled situation with your partner or with a person that you are interested in or wanting to be with, you might just be very much surprised. There are sudden unexpected events that could happen in your life, and the Eight of Clubs is actually a card that represents a lot of interactions, a lot of activities, and a lot of mutual receptions happening, mutual agreements, conversations, connections, and such. And it's something that has a big relation to reciprocating things, sharing things. And so regardless, if you started the journey, if you are starting the journey of July alone, feeling sad and all that, do know that by the end of the month, or at the very least, as the month goes on, you will see that, you're doing a lot more things. And you will see that you'll be a lot more optimistic, a lot more happier, as if the painful experience didn't happen in the first place. Everything is a learning experience, and whatever has happened to you, it's okay to forget it, but always take the lessons to heart, because for me, it's very lucky if you guys are going to rekindle and reconcile with your lover. Reconciling with a person is a very easy thing, but keeping that relationship and staying in that relationship is going to be the struggle or the biggest challenge, because you might repeat the same mistakes that you did before, and it is something you need to keep in mind. A lot of people really take this for granted, but I do say it again and again, because I do know a lot of people who reconcile and then do the same shit again, which is causing problems here and there. So I really think that that is something that you need to keep in mind. So this is a very positive reading and very healing for a lot of Leos out there. And just a tidbit for you guys. Did you know that Juno has entered to Leo? I kind of feel that, nothing is ever coincidence. With this reading, what you have lost, you might just gain back. And you know that Leo is the area where the retrograde is coming from and all that. So, yeah, there's so much to look forward to, Leos. Thank you for watching and listening with my reading today. And I hope that this has resonated with some of you guys. Again, if you'd like a more personal reading with me, just check out my website. I do have at the link below this video. And I'll see you guys next time.